Yeah.
Oh, let me sit up.
Okay, here we go. This will be good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG Shakur's Plateau. We have got NovaStrider going up against TEK, and NovaStrider actually just took out Alt Denial from the tournament. Unbelievable stuff. I can't wait to see the game in a Zerg vs. Zerg, and I do actually have Alt Denial on the phone with me right now to tell us how painful that was to lose to NovaStrider for a third time now. Isn't that right now?
You had to rub that in, didn't you?
I'm sorry. I'm just joking. Yeah, I just was. Yeah, I'm just having fun.
Yeah. I feel the love.
I know. I'm being mean. I'm sorry.
And to think I was just about to congratulate you on live broadcast. Forget it now.
And to think, what can we say? I don't deserve it. But yeah, so I mean, NovaStrider has done a little bit of work, though. We do have to hand it to him. I mean, he's had to put in the work already just to make it to round 2. I mean, taking out Alt Denial, not an easy task. He is getting to be an extremely scary player to play. I mean, I know it's tough to talk about yourself in that light, but I mean, if you can, be honest with us now and tell us that you think that you're turning into a pretty scary player.
I'm not going to use those words, but I'm getting better.
Okay. Well, that's nice. That's a good way to say it, I guess. But
those words are too conceited.
There you go. Yeah, and he's a very humble guy. But I will say, in my opinion, he is turning into a pretty scary force. Going to be making some serious waves here pretty soon, I think. You're working on some training, isn't that right?
Yeah, I've been working with a buddy of ours. He's been helping me out, watching me as I play, and then giving me tips during and after matches. So
yeah, and he's a master level player, and not just a master; he's a high level master player. So, I mean, you're putting in the work, and you're getting the right kind of advice here. So I think it's pretty cool.
Well, I owe you for it.
Well, not really, but yeah. So I mean, let's take a look at the map. What do we got here? NovaStrider, Protoss versus Zerg here. NovaStrider's our pink Zerg here on the top right.
Mm-hmm.
Does have a spawning pool going down. Gas first. No expand quite yet at 3 minutes into the game. And TEK going to be going for his Cybernetics Core, a standard opener here, but no wall off, which is interesting to me. So let me take a look at the website here for just a second and see what we've got for TEK. TEK is Silver League. He's the last Silver League player in the tournament tonight. So maybe he didn't get the memo on build orders, but you're supposed to wall off against Zerg.
Yeah. Looks like he's starting to, though.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to. Not everybody does it, though. I mean, who's our friend that doesn't hardly wall off ever?
Isn't it Devil Dog?
Oh yeah, Devil Dog. Is it Devil Dog or Duh?
It might be Duh. They both start with a D. I get confused.
Yeah, it was one of them. I can't remember, and I'm sorry for not remembering. I am a little tired today, but yeah.
You should be.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's one of our friends. Let's put it that way. He doesn't hardly ever wall off against Zerg, and he plays as Protoss. And he says that it just throws off his timings too much, and he's very, very good at defending Zergling run-bys. So, works for him.
TEK already took care of that scouting drone, and here's where he's closing off his ramp right now.
Yep. And the expand did go down for NovaStrider. Looks like it's about to complete here. Is he going to cancel? Nope. Too bad.
Why would he cancel?
No pressure. No need to cancel, huh?
In fact, actually, on this map, it's really hard as Zerg to fast expand against Protoss lately, but on a map like this, no matter where you are, you're a long distance away.
Yep.
It's actually a pretty safe option, especially since it's so easy for Protoss to forge fast expand, and they'll do it before you ever catch it and then put down your hatchery, so you're just better off going, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think and it's smart. It's interesting to me how many people are starting to understand, those small differences on a map that makes such a big difference in the game. Oh, look at that forward pylon. But it really does make a difference on the map what kind of build order you do, and it's interesting how even in lower levels we're starting to see people understand that concept. So
yeah. Cool. It's nice when you see everybody as one understanding the game better, because then you get better games no matter what league you're watching.
Exactly, and I think that we are definitely experiencing that here.
And looks like a push is about to happen.
Yeah, that's a lot of stalkers, and it looks, if he pushes up now, he's going to be able to demolish these roaches before the spine's even complete. So I would push up now, but of course he's got to know that. He doesn't have a scout in there, so... Oh, Zerglings! Uh-oh. Gotta go now. Go ahead, you were going to say something?
No, actually we're watching him do it, so it's good. I was going to say, I like the number of zealots he has to tank the damage from the one of the spine crawlers and the roaches, leaving the stalkers free to do their dirty work.
Yep. A little bit of a misclick there by TEK for a second, had his stalkers sitting there not doing anything, but it looks like he's got plenty to do damage here. NovaStrider's going to have to pull these drones. There he goes. Trying to run these guys off.
Actually, I think he could have held that if he just stayed.
Yeah, I think he could have too, but... I mean, TEK's still pushing the attack. I don't know, this is going to take a little bit of work to push these guys completely out, because here comes more reinforcements. Huh.
This is just a 3-gate push. I'd like to see TEK expanding behind it.
Yeah, me too. He does have plenty of minerals. I think an expand would be the right move here. I think that Nova's definitely got this held off now. He's got plenty of Zerglings now to hold this off. Well, I don't know. Maybe if he adds in... I would wait one more warp in, to be honest, but...
I would have put the zealots in front.
Yeah, that's what you really got to do.
Nova throwing down another spine crawler.
Looks like TEK is going to be backing out here. There goes his probe. Looks like he's going to take the expand. Yep, sure enough. So not bad. Not bad expand time. It's a little late, I think. But, I mean, it's not terribly bad. He did put some serious pressure on. Let's take a look at units lost for a second. It's actually very even. It's identical. But the units tab does show that NovaStrider is still ahead economically. So I think this is working against TEK right now. He's pressing this attack again.
Well, he's already put himself in one of those positions where he's made such a large army that he kind of has to do something with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's committed so many minerals, it's ridiculous.
The other thing I want to see him do is just commit a little bit. He's pushing in and pulling out before he can do anything.
I know, he's not getting any damage done. You've really got to allow your units to die. You can't keep them all alive the entire game. I mean, it's one of those things. You just got to commit on occasion. And he's got a superior force when it comes down to it. I think he's going to be able to make this attack stick pretty hard. And see, there he goes again, backing out.
He was in the perfect position. The Zerglings couldn't get us around.
Yep. Yeah, I think he made an error there. I agree. Absolutely. Here he goes again. See, he's really got to try and make this stick if he's going to stay here. Otherwise, he's just trading a little bit of army back and forth.
I mean, look back at his main base. He hasn't added... I'm sorry, let me take that back. He added robotics facility, but he hasn't done anything with this nexus he's put up. He really needs to take some work off his main, get that saturated, and start making more probes.
Yep.
A couple more... Once he gets that, a couple more gateways wouldn't hurt to help boost his army fast, because it's going to get to a point where Nova is just going to be able to outmass him easily.
Right. I do like that he's sniping the queens. I mean, that's a real important unit to focus down. And so he's, in a lot of ways, he's using this as kind of a contain, but he's sacrificing a lot of zealots to do this. Which I don't know. I wouldn't do it that way.
Honestly, with his robotics core out, if he's going to do something like this, I'd like to see him just make zealots at this point. That way he's not wasting his gas and losing them when his stalker is killed.
Right. Well, but what I mean is, like, he's so back and forth that all his zealots aren't able to really do any damage before they're already walking backwards, and then they're still getting shot by the roaches. And so I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a super effective way. But it's not bad play what he's doing here. But I think you're right on the economy. And the thing that I do like for Nova is that he has stayed on top of his economy this entire time. He's been producing drones the entire time that he's been attacked.
Yeah. The one thing that will work against Nova, and I kind of, I want Nova to win, I'll be honest with you. He beat me.
Yeah.
I want to see him win. But I do want to see TEK play. He's putting down another pylon, he's putting down another gateway, and he only has 5 probes at his natural. I mean, the only way he's going to start to push ahead now, and see, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have backed off.
Yeah.
He was containing Nova. By containing Nova, Nova would not be able to get a third, and at the very least, he could have held him out.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should have kept that contain and even taken a third himself behind his contain. I mean, this is time. I mean, he had a good enough army size where he should have capitalized on it one way or another. And I don't believe he did. I mean, what do you think?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to say I think. He didn't. I mean, he doesn't have much information on what's going on inside Nova's base. He's just now sending out an observer.
Right.
I mean, and then, vice versa, but at least Nova had a reason he was being held in his base at the time. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I think he could have expanded a little faster behind his initial push. I think he could already have a third up and saturated by now and be well ahead of Nova.
Right. I agree. But, I mean, we do have to hand it to him. He is a silver level player. NovaStrider is platinum. So, I mean, Nova really has got a skill, some skills that TEK just isn't quite familiar with yet. But how do you learn? I mean, and this is exactly what you do. So, I mean, a lot of props to TEK taking on higher level players in a tournament like this, and he's actually doing pretty decent.
You're a really nice guy, Knack.
Sometimes. Yeah, so you know how we had a baby yesterday, right?
Yep. What was her name? Megan Elizabeth?
Megan Elizabeth. And so we're super excited for that. A new addition to Team Alt. But, yeah, my...
Uncle Denial will take care of her.
There you go. But, yeah, I'm not a nice guy to people at the hospital who try and do things that I don't want to the baby. But, I did yell at somebody at the hospital the other day.
Oh, that happens. It's a new baby.
Yep.
I think they're used to it.
I'm super protective. That's a lot of stalkers there. Look at that. Nova backing out immediately, man.
I am not sure why he committed to all those stalkers, to be honest with you.
I don't know either, but he's definitely stayed on top of unit production the entire time. But I would rather see more unit producing structures, and at this point he needs to be taking a third. It's 17 minutes into the game. It doesn't matter where Nova's at. But Nova is doing okay. He's a little bit behind on his third, but it is about to go up, so I mean we got to give him at least that.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I mean TEK.
Actually, if you want to know,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say this would be my best advice for TEK is if you're going to put your opponent on his back like that, get aggressive economically, unless you're going to commit to that attack.
Oh, absolutely.
So
the only time you want to keep pushing and in his case warping in more units and more units and more units is if you're going to push and push until he's done.
Right.
Otherwise, just make a few units. If the way he was poking in, all he had to do was go up, poke, come back with half the amount of units he had, and he would have kept Nova where he was.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, those stalkers, he can kite roaches all day long with stalkers.
Especially if he gets blink.
Yeah, and TEK, quite frankly, was pretty good with his kiting. So
Nova is doing what I love to do against Protoss, and he's got Hydras out on the field.
Yeah, I just saw that. Going to be joining the main army. That's the good DPS right now for Nova.
I would love to see a Spire go down right now and Corruptors come out on the field.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice. But TEK did take his expand here. I like this play so far. I mean, yeah, it's late, but he's definitely got the right ideas here.
Yeah.
And I do like the Colossus. That DPS is super effective right now against these Hydras.
It's a wall of stalkers.
Yeah. But he needs to, with an army of this size, TEK needs to be moving down to the low ground.
Does he have extended lance? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
That is dangerous against Zerg without extended lance.
Ugh. Yeah, and see how some of those stalkers not being able to get shots off.
That Colossus didn't even get to do anything.
Oh, he evaporated. That Colossus made of ice on a very hot day. This is going to be tough for TEK to hold off.
Honestly, I think this is game.
I think so too. That's eight Hydras in the game. Yep, and there it is from TEK. GG. What do you think, man?
I'm glad he won. Just because I don't want him to lose at the moment.
But
yeah.
I was just gonna say, good job, TEK. That was actually, I know I was probably kind of hard on you for a little bit, but try and take those, some of those tips to heart, and I think that you'll be a phenomenal player here very, very soon, and you'll be able to compete in this tournament in a serious way. But again, congratulations to NovaStrider. He time and time again proves himself. He's very, very good. So don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a bit.